here. What do I need this fort for? I just don't really. It's costing me 2 ducats a month that I could invest in not having forts. The greatest investment. Just totally a lie. I remember when I tore down every single fort in my rather horrible Sarig Yogir campaign. Their cores are gone unless I'm misclicking. That's all Tibet all the time around here. Tore down every fort, had a wonderful time fighting rebels from dusk till dawn. It was not that wonderful, truly. Alright, all is pretty damn good for my country. There's a lot of things that I would rather I had converted, but we're getting on that, slowly, but it is happening. I should really be throwing around the ulema a bit better, because they can help me with those conversions, but they're a bit touchy sometimes. I'm not their biggest fan. I want that. I want them to stop hating me as well. Minus 10, give them plus 10 there, that's a bit better. Alright, truce with Oman is up. And now the merchant guilds are looking for any excuse for me to hate, for them to hate me again. It's not really worth it for 2 development. I'd rather they got a bit of influence, a bit of liking me, and then I can milk them. That's a lot of money, but I desperately need some dip points at this point. There's nothing worth developing for either. Thanks a bunch. That's beautifully cheap. This is... oh crap, Advanced Casus Belli. We moved that to 23, didn't we? Maybe it was always there, what do I know? Point is, I still have a couple of techs to get. Boo-hoo. Well, let's take these while we're here. But Oman are going to die. Oman... ooh. Minus 100 fighting in another war. What got into you? It's probably because it's a major war. They're fighting another great power, so they don't really want to jump to my bidding. Well, that's fine. I mean, Oman can die whenever. But that does give me a good excuse to drill. At least once these Iraqi scum are dead. Oh well, it's a while away anyway, so I guess I will accept Mashriq. That's going to make these conversions a lot easier. Well, not you, because you're a Bloom Religious Center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overcomes that, but then I need a bit more to deal with you. I don't like having that religious center here. I can pop you away. I can smack down the ulema. I can do the edict. Then I can convert you. Yep, I can convert you. I have something resembling an idea here. What if I burn you down? Now, the ulema probably won't like that, but too bad. I want this one really converted properly. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It'll take a month for them to think about what I just did, but that should make it a bit faster. Do the auto buddies want Naples? I don't know what they want, but they'll have this war won soon enough. Okay, good. They just want that. So as soon as they can peace out for this province, they will hopefully take it. There we go. Iraqis are in. Wait, why isn't Grand Jester there? Did I just not assign him? Well, you know what? He gets a chance to be extra swole. So there we go. Train up, guys. When a man comes, we'll knock their teeth out. Unfortunately, I don't get the double drill speed, but in about a year it'll go that way. Unless I want another general, and honestly I kind of do. But I'm not sure I want it enough, because there are ideas to be had. Oh man, don't have Tech 3, neither do I. Tech 23 rather. Who even does? Doesn't 60 loyalty with the ulema give that bonus? And there we go. It's going to take a while, but at least I get this religious center off my hands. The Ottomans still want this land. Heaven help me, why? Yeah, Game loves giving me these traders. Ah, hang on, this guy was half price. Wait, which one came in at half price? It was you, right? Yeah, no, it was not. I'm a bit lost now. Who did I get in for half price? I think it was this trader. I forget. Can you promote them if they're a different religion? Pretty cheap to find out. There we go. Nice. So this guy's half price, and I think he's well worth promoting because I need those dip points. Maybe not promoting up to level 4, but level 3 is good. But level 4 is pretty damn awesome. His salary would go through the roof. I'm not sure if I have that kind of money. We'll keep him around to level 3. Hot damn half price advisors with promotions. Too good. Maybe take Yemen from Ethiopia in the next war. You need it for the achievement. I need to get down here for the achievement. Saladin's legacy. Take the lower and upper Yemen area. Okay, well there's little point in taking it now. I'm going to carve up Oman. And he's more expensive than I can honestly afford. Particularist scum. Well, it feels good to finally get some absolutism. Even though in 20 years I'm going to stop gaining it. More mysticism. No, I'm very happy with legalism, thanks. I love that tech cost reduction. In fact, it kind of makes grabbing this worth my time. I want those ideas, sure, but there's a lot of things I want. I don't even think I need these mercs anymore, and I don't need to puff out my chest either. My subjects are nice and loyal. Timurids are getting inside of me. They'll be fully inside of me in 7 years. And the Ottomans will be done with that war before we even know it. You need the whole of the Arabian Peninsula and Levant and Egypt. So Egypt, Arabia, Mashriq. Is that what I need? It wouldn't have been done by areas if it was that simple. Right, the Ottomans will probably peace out in that war before too long. I am sure of it. Might even get a chance to fight at Kiyunlu at this rate. What is Afghanistan doing? Trans making some inroads in Uzbek. There's a laugh. It's just a shame that Uzbek are guaranteed by Russia. Although if Russia gets smashed a bit harder by Ming, then maybe they won't join in. Well, that was fast. I could remove the remnants of Shirvan here. Or, crazy thought, they could convert their lands for me if I force convert them. I mean, they're building up the lands for me. Marketplace. Yeah, they already did this stuff. Yeah, you know what? I think it's time for you to embrace a new way of thinking. Grand Jester, you know how that works. They must be wetting themselves right now, whilst they pay subsidies to Ak-Kiyunlu. What a tragedy. Okay, we need this one over and done with on the double, but it really should be quite simple. Prove yourself, Grand Jester. Oh, yes you did. Regrettable. What is Spain doing near Shirvan? Well, running for their life from what I can tell. Force religion, give me money. It's a very, very simple affair. Oh, he keeps dancing around these mountains and... Oh, well. Wants to enter my country, does he? Alright, there we go. It's very simple. I don't even need to take your capital in order to do this proper. I could bring Karakiyunlu to the map, but it's not worth the cost at all. When I force convert you, it might be worth taking your capital as well, since that is what will get converted. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome to me. I just need to take it. It's a cultural exchange. For the Spanish or for the Shirvani? Either way, it's a bit bad. Okay, Ottomans have started making peace, although it might just be because they found one person to 100%. I looted the last of them now. Okay, thanks for your capital. Enjoy your new religion. Cheers for the money. I will be back later on. Yeah, I mentioned how glad I am that increased core creation cost is no longer a thing here, because I really am very happy about it. Mazandarani's wishing to rise up over here. Also, I've enabled all my forts, even though I don't need them right now. What, all 3 of them? Still, Mazandaran wanting to rise up. I'll be ready for them in the mountains at the very least. All but one of the mountains, but I'm sure they don't want to rise up here. I'm sure. Well, that's right, I finished these conversions, so goodbye Religious Edict. And I'm so happy this one is progressing. Anybody know where there are other Muslim sites here? Would be kind of good if they showed up in religious map mode, that way you could see it over here. Ahmad, he was so good, but he's dead now. Do you really need spies in Transoceania now? They still have better dip tech than me. So need is a relative term. But let's say I integrate Timurids, it'd be nice to get claims all over them. 25 admin power is good, but that's a lot of money to spend on it. Actually, that's a lot of money to spend for admin. A crazy amount, in fact. But I'm pretty crazy, so we'll do it. It would be so funny if I was at the admin cap, and that sounds exactly like something I would do. Alright, Ottomans, this must be a lot of fun for you to lose, but... actually, the Ottomans having their navy gimped by Spain is kind of good for me. Regrettably, I've been discovered by the trans folks, but... It's so nice not to have so much aggressive expansion anymore. It might look like I have even more than ever, but the thing is, individual countries that hate me for aggressive expansion are far fewer. I wiped out Ajam, I wiped out Iraq, I wiped out Mazandaran. Transoceania is about to not exist. I'm not even going to let you take that province, or rather Grand Jester, good with artillery that he is going to ensure that you simply don't exist. Let's get ourselves that general that I've wanted for a while, shall we? Nah, Grand Jester has it sorted. Might give Grand Jester every one we have. Find somewhere with an amazing supply limit. Actually, because of his massive maneuver, I don't have to worry so much about that. You just chill out over here. Unless I have anywhere better, but I don't think I do. Coastal is awesome. Oh, what's that? 55 in Wasit? How is that even possible? Farmland, of course. Which means Baghdad is even as good. Oh. Tikrit. Well, there we go. Full annexation. I don't think we have to dilly or dally on this. Ottomans are going to get to work. I could make it reconquest, but I'd rather just conquer the lands that I want here. The Ottomans claim a lot that they want, so what I'm going to do is claim everything here. Because I'm calling them in for favors anyway. I mean, really, this is what I want. I want the Ottomans to simply go away from here. Then the Ottomans don't want it so much. Hassa, well, I don't really care about them. They're also not your subject, yet, somehow. If I don't bring him into war, he'll probably make them his subject. So I declare the war. I say, come in with those plentiful favors. Do I make Ethiopia a co-belligerent? There's the question. Ethiopia only involves Malacca. Honestly, what's Malacca going to do? They're going to walk through Bengal. They'll certainly walk through Gujarat. How do you feel about Bengal? I mean, how do you really feel about them? Friendly, friendly. Okay, so you can come this far. You'll probably be able to get a bit further as well. Do I want to unload that on myself? Probably not. And Ethiopia is really only here to harvest some favors with the Ottomans if I want to do that. So there's no need to make them a co-belligerent. That's what I'm getting from the situation. It does cut away some of what I can take from Oman, but I'm pretty swole. I can handle it. Also, I might not want to give anything away, so we'll keep that in mind as well. So, claims for me, and I want, well, a lot of stuff. We can make it for Qatif, because I'm bound to get that pretty quick. Yeah. He's at war with Bengal, Jake. Well, that explains it. We're at war, but we're friendly. The Bengalese conquest of the what's-its now? Yeah, sure. Sounds like fun. Well, when you put it like that, why not have it as a co-belligerent? You never know. You just never know. And then I'm back to the question, why even do it? There's no good reason. There's really no good reason that I can think of. Okay, I want Qatif. I want a lot of things. Actually, what's the highest development province? Because you get a discount on the province that you claim. And Hormuz looks pretty awesome to take, but we won't have naval superiority. Oman has that, so I'd rather not claim a province that we're not going to get to. Qatif it is. Good enough. Time to die. And we'll get even more legally. Cool. Goodbye, my subjects' ships. So, Ethiopia have gotten involved. That's fine. That almost balances out. Baluchistan entered a coalition. I didn't break truce, did I? Okay. No, Baluchistan are just ballsy. And I like that. I want to be in a position to eradicate Ak-Kayunlu during all this as well. So it might be an idea to make another army. That's a 30 stack. It'll take me over force limit. But part of the question is, why am I not building force limit buildings? Also, why do I not have more universities with the fast approaching of you-know-what? Well, this replaces regimental camps that I've already built in good places for no real extra cost, so there we go. And yes, I want one of these. Whatever, I've done it. Let's just go with it. Go, Grand Swollionaire. Friesland. Okay. I don't... part of why I'm assembling this army is that I want to eradicate Ak-Kayunlu as soon as that truce is up, and that is in about a year. People see me in this big threatening war, and that's why they think it's a good time to jump me. At least that's what I'm choosing to believe. Alright, all is well. And I never really wanted this as a state. I didn't fully core anything in it, right? Yeah, not at all. There's no good reason to have these two. There might be in the future, but for now, let's just keep it as a territory. Right, this one has fallen, and I can start crushing my enemies in Ethiopia. They're scared. They are so damn scared. And it's nice because Grand Jester is fast. Ethiopia's tech is on par with our own techs. And Saladin the 8th is a pretty awesome guy. I don't really approve of his heir's name. He's got a lot of interests, and he's awesome for the country. The ruler should understand the laws of God and men, or the physical world around us. I don't know the outcomes of these, but I like to understand the physical world. It's like Alyssa Ashcroft would say, strength, physical strength. Well, I want you locked in there, and I want to make your day miserable. So I will. Even rollings, and I slaughter you. I get better rolls, and I slaughter you. Basically, I just slaughter you. I don't want to take a step back here. Let's have the Swollen Air take front and center. Those numbers don't favor me very well. I'm glad I sent the Swollen Air, but that won't be a pretty battle for me. I'm flanked pretty hard. But we also roll like a god. Imagine that, running away from half your number. Ooh. Here's a temptation. Do I dare reduce Ottoman opinion of me by 30? Or do I take a stab hit? Well, he who dares wins. That said, I'm gonna kiss their feet for that. I hope you guys are converting your lands after what I did to you, but you are not. I even changed you to my school. And you allied Hassa, which could be a problem. Yeah, I'm deeply disappointed by you not converting. But I did what I could. You take care of that. I just want to press through Oman, cut them up. The Ottomans are free to say what they like in Ethiopia, but I am here to take over Oman, something fierce. And that's exactly how it would go, Idicious. Truce to the Ottomans has expired. The Ottomans have joined a coalition against you. Yes, and yes. But doesn't that just make it all the more exciting? There's a lot of eating of a man that I want to do here. But it's tempting to break them up with Ethiopia, because then I can eat up a man in my own time without having to rely on the auto crutch for dealing with the endless hordes of Ethiopians. And that really is what they are. Exciting death, I'm sure, Saint Tatan. Have some faith, come on. I've pulled through far worse. I can't think off the top of my head when, but I'm sure I have. I wish I could bring Yas back to the map, but they are no more. Grand Jester. I should have called you Speedwagon. You're so fast. I like that, man. I'm left wondering why I even invited the Ottomans here. I used up the last of my favours with them for this as well. It's going to take a few years to get it back unless I give them some land. Which is worth getting a feel for how expensive that is, but none of my diplomats are free at the moment. When I get my next claim on Shirvan, it'll be done and dusted. Now that there's no challenge left in the campaign, will you quit, Jake? I think there's a big green challenge staring me down at the moment. What about that one time you lasted 160 years as an OPM vassal, and now that you're practically the new Timurids, that was sure pulling a win from the edge. I mean, what is living if it's not on the edge? I've had a great time with this campaign. Truly great. It can be even greater. I mean, defensive ideas, giving attrition for enemies and less for me is nice, but nowhere near as nice as finishing offensive ideas. Even if Miltech 23 is huge, I have enough crutches to avoid that for a wee while. Now, if the Ottomans were breaking alliance and hating me and all that, that would be a different story. I should not have revoked the guy with the Ottomans. I want to keep him there. Still, a quick idea, giving you this land would make you pretty happy. But what if I was taking land for myself? Would that proportionally bring that down? Yes, yes it would. Still, giving him like 3 provinces over here. 3 crappy provinces in particular. Or maybe even just 1. 1 favor is not bad. Maybe it's down to how much he wants it. No. Oh well, the more you know. But I'm gonna rip this guy apart. I need to block off the Ottomans from this stuff. I really want a wall. But I want to link this together more than I want that, even. Didn't think this one through. Well, it's going to be expensive, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Let me get a count for it. 35... 70... That's a lot. We've got some big numbers to play with here. 10, 17. What's 17 times 5, everyone? 17 times 5. Damn, those coalitions are coming in. Okay, Ming actually lost against Russia this time. What is the dragon playing at? Also, I forget, I need to fight the Akyunlu as soon as that truce is up, which is June this year. I don't need to, but I will. Nagai or no Nagai. Oh, those underhanded rogues. Yes. That's going to slow things down a bit if you are able to take that. And then I'd be declaring war on Akyunlu without being in position to snipe them. You're not going to get up there in time, are you? No, August. That should still be enough. Get up there, please. And I'm even going to roll you a nice general. It won't be Grand Jester though. Who's it going to be? Let's see if we can have someone even faster. Not quite, but it's still better than nothing. It's like Mighty number 9.